am just a total space cadet. December 3rd, the planet Neptune, the planet that represents the divine cosmic ocean of oneness, is stationing direct at 22 degrees of Pisces and 38 minutes. So when Neptune stations, we all sort of turn into a space cadet. And I probably will while I'm talking about it, because that's what happens when you invoke a planet. But it's common on Neptune stations to just feel tired, to feel depleted. Neptune rules dreams. So sometimes our dreams are really, really active. They have messages for us, and we want to keep sleeping, which is why we wake up sort of groggy and tired. The other thing is that we can be daydreaming. Neptune connects us with the ideal, what could be possible. Neptune rules transcendence. So if only world hunger was solved, if only there was no hate in the world, if only we could solve pollution and global warming. We tend to go big with Neptune because it swells our heart, and we just want to escape all suffering, basically. So yeah, the desire to escape, the desire to find that escape hatch, whatever that looks like for you, is going to be strong today. So whether your escape hatch is staying at home, eating ice cream and playing video games, maybe it's getting high and binging a Netflix series, or maybe it's getting lost in the woods, whatever it might be. Maybe it's meditating for 3 hours, or yeah, it could be drugs and alcohol too, by all means. But be safe with Neptune, as always. But yeah, Neptune just wants us to find that levity, to sort of get away from whatever feels heavy and dragging us down. We're especially going to be tuned in with this planet station because Neptune is in a square with all the personal planets right now. We've got Mars, we've got Mercury, we've got Venus. So it's trying to do a lot of different things, and each of us might be feeling it a little differently. Some of us might feel just like dazed, confused, just scattered, if you're connecting with that Mars energy. If you, for example, Mercury is your chart ruler, your time lord, you might feel very creative. Mercury in a square with Neptune can be very, very creative. But you sort of have to approach your task or whatever it is, your project, with fluidity and openness. Because yeah, with Neptune, you kind of just have to ride the wave. You have to go with the flow. It can be extremely creative and imaginative and just wants to get lost. It's not good for focusing in a very linear way, but it's good for opening creatively. If Venus is your chart ruler or your time lord, you might be connecting with Venus's square to Neptune. And Neptune is stationing in a square to Venus. So many of us might be feeling this one a little bit stronger. And that's not a bad thing, because Venus in a square to Neptune is romantic. Venus in a square to Neptune wants us to be swept off our feet, but nothing too mushy. Venus in Sagittarius, like, I need some space. I want this to feel like it's a non-committal adventure. You know what I mean? Like this is like one night in Rome or one night in Paris or wherever you are. This is a night of magic is what it could be. I find that when Venus is in a square to Neptune, I'm having too much fun. I stay up a little too late, but it's all worth it. We're having a lot of fun. We're listening to music. We're dancing. It's a lot of love, and it's a lot of it's a lot of love, really, and it could be a lot of fun with Venus and Sagittarius. Venus in Sagittarius wants to try new things. She's adventurous. So this could be a time of exploring some fantasies of whatever kind. If you're in a relationship, if you're not in a relationship, it could be, some kind of romantic fantasy. It could be role playing. It could be finding some kind of adventure together, really. Like, there's something about this aspect that wants to have like a memorable night, but it has to be spontaneous. Is the thing. So that's something I would keep in mind for that day. That's going to be December 3rd and 4th, and that does fall on a weekend. So that should be a really fun weekend for people. as I always caution with Neptune, be safe, because the temptation with Neptune is that it's all going to be okay. I'm just going with the flow. I'm going to be taken care of. I'm in the flow with the universe. And it's possible to be careless when you do that. So just be safe. Don't put too much trust in the stranger buying you a drink, for example. Be safe out there with Neptune. Don't ever just like think that it's all going to be perfect. We have to keep our wits about us with Neptune, even when we're surrendering and having fun with where the night has taken us. So that's a little bit about that aspect. It can just make us sleepy. So if you need to just stay in and experience these transits on the astral plane, that is all good too. That's probably what I'll be doing. And yeah, so for now, that is your astrology shot of the day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. Thanks for tuning in with me today. For more astrology in your world, you can connect with me on all platforms at Astro Catherine. You can also find me at catherineurban.com, where you can book your one-on-one consultation and get insights for your chart for the year ahead.